Hello and welcome to our coverage of this International Champions Cup match between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain from the National Stadium in Kallang, Singapore. It is the pride of Paris up against one of the best of British. A fixture which hasn't been played all too often competitively. And in front of a near capacity crowd. What can these two do to inspire those watching on and to ensure that they are reaching peak fitness for when the new season begins? Not an easy task for Thomas Tuchel's team tonight. Arsenal have named a very experienced lineup, certainly in contrast to the one selected by PSG, who are still missing, well, really a first team full of players away, still recovering from their World Cup exertions. As you can see there, Alex Iwobi back for Arsenal today, having been in France, as is Mesut Ozil, who didn't particularly enjoy his time. The International Champions Cup now in its 6th season. If you're not familiar with the format, it is a competition which is contested all across the globe. And then there are regional winners, if you like, selected based on the results between the sides competing here in Asia, in Europe and in North America as well. As you would expect, not many have travelled from France, but there are plenty of Paris Saint-Germain supporters amongst the locals here. Around about 7:30 in the evening, local time. Temperature still up at 31 degrees, pretty hot, pretty humid. And Thomas Tuchel continuing the preparations for his first season in charge, and how ironic that he should come up against the man who he replaced, Unai Emery, now in charge of Arsenal, of course. There is the rather unfamiliar looking PSG lineup, albeit with one or two big hitters, not least Gianluigi Buffon, who made his debut in the defeat against Bayern Munich in Austria this time last week. A debut of sorts, I suppose you can call it. Mesut Ozil and Adrien Rabiot, the respective captains. Wouldn't have thought that will be the case when the clubs kick off their respective league campaigns, but such is pre-season. Rabiot's had a good summer under his belt in terms of maintaining fitness. Disappointed, of course, not to have made the France World Cup squad, but he'll be fresh for the Ligue 1 campaign. Well, this is a new one on me. Instead of a coin toss, we're having a credit card toss. Well, here's the Arsenal side selected. As I say, a very experienced one it is too. A couple of new faces in there. Matthieu Guendouzi, the French teenager signed from Lorient, among those. And Socrates, the central defender, who will line up alongside Shkodran Mustafi, and Bernd Leno, German, who came in for just over £20 million from Leverkusen. He's been preferred to Petr Cech from the start. Cech amongst those on a rather inexperienced bench, though Alexandre Lacazette and Aaron Ramsey also amongst the replacements tonight. As I say, the PSG team, very, very inexperienced by and large, although you've got Lassana Diarra and Adrien Rabiot, and as I mentioned, Buffon in there, but most of these players from the PSG B ranks. Timothy Weah, looking forward to having another look at him after he scored against Bayern last week. Not many on the bench in comparison to the Arsenal one, certainly. Here we go then, it's going to be Arsenal sporting their brand new third strip, who will get us underway. Beautiful backdrop, right in the heart of Singapore here. We saw this during the World Cup, and it's carried on into the International Champions Cup, the countdown to kick-off. We are off and underway. It's Arsenal going left to right as we look at it in the first half in that sort of minty green change strip. PSG all in white tonight. And the match officials are local. Well, it's an opportunity to impress, of course, for this inexperienced PSG team. Six teenagers out there in the starting 11 selected by Thomas Tuchel. I'm sure he's got a pretty good idea of what his team will be when they kick off the Ligue 1 campaign at home to Caen in a couple of weeks' time. Of course, it's the Trophée des Champions game against Monaco, a traditional curtain raiser to the French season next week. It'll be so difficult for both clubs, Unai Emery as well, but particularly Tuchel, to integrate everybody back post-World Cup and make sure that there are no fitness issues. It's a problem that managers are facing all across the world, not just in Paris and in London. Here's Gianluigi Buffon, big roar for his first touch of the ball. Well, Thomas Tuchel very calm, very considered, that's his style. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Rabiot. Nkunku making his way into the middle here. Arsenal able to keep PSG away from goal for the moment. And Soki. Infield to Riemann. Arsenal looking for a flag there, which didn't go up. And PSG have got options in the middle here. Pulled back to the edge of the box, and the shot was not good. And Elneny was able to get it away, but a bright start from the French champions in the opening couple of minutes here in Singapore. And defending already a little bit of the last-ditch variety from Arsenal. Here's Bellerin. And then he sweeps one forward, looking for Aubameyang. Recovering by Lassana Diarra. Pitch not in too bad condition. There's been a problem in pre-season tours in Asia in recent times. And this one looks to be okay. You might remember the game between Manchester United and Manchester City last summer, which was called off because the pitch was so bad. And PSG dominating possession here in these very early stages. And again, Arsenal requiring all hands on deck to keep the ball away from their goal. Here's Kevin Riemann. Only plays for the B team, even though he's 27 years of age. And Nkunku just overran it. Christopher Nkunku, one of those looking to build on a really positive season. Last time round, the 20-year-old actually made 20 appearances in Liga. Most of those came off the bench, but given the quality of players ahead of him, no mean feat. And Soki, nice footwork. Rabiot. On he goes. And still Adrien Rabiot. It's a really good ball as well. And they perhaps ought to have made a bit more of that opportunity. Timothy Weah unable to get his shot away. Rabiot able to waltz away from the Arsenal midfield. And Weah's first touch really meant that the opportunity got away from him. Elneny. Now here come Arsenal. Alex Iwobi. Four in the middle to try and pick out. And the cross was overhit with Mkhitaryan all alone. Well, early indications are that this is going to be an entertaining match. Both sides looking like they want to attack. Here's Riemann. Swapped it out wide left for Stanley Nsoki. Good ball from Nsoki again. That time it was Nkunku couldn't get his touch right. So Arsenal looking to pass their way out of trouble, and very much appreciated by those in attendance. Bellerin then hit a long one trying to release Aubameyang. Diarra had a very brief spell as an Arsenal player did last Diarra. 7 games in the Premier League in the 07-08 season. Here goes Rabiot. Decent effort. Oh, well, Bernd Leno just stood and hoped for the best as Azzedine Tufiki had a go. How about this from the 19-year-old? Didn't miss by much. Just couldn't quite get it to bend back. Slid forward by Mustafi. Aubameyang again the target. He is the lone front man in this 4-2-3-1 system which Unai Emery has set up. PSG 3-4-3 for now. Arsenal 0, Paris Saint-Germain 0. 10th minute of the first half. PSG with the better of the opening period. There's Mustafi. It's poor from him, straight at Nkunku. Timothy Weah picked it up. Found Rabiot. Nkunku couldn't return it to Rabiot. Nsoki. One of the new Arsenal signings, Guendouzi. And he's a free kick. Something of the David Luiz. Certainly about the hairstyle of Matteo Guendouzi. Ozil. In the news for reasons he would wish not to be, with deciding not to play international football anymore. Iwobi. Delivering down the line for Guendouzi. Has his cross. Blocked and deflected behind for the first corner of the evening. Get another go. The short one didn't work first time. It's a better delivery in the header from Shkodran Mustafi, just looking for somebody to flick it in. It's a really mixed time, Mustafi. Might be being a little bit kind, in fact. Since he joined Arsenal, he's in the top 10 most expensive defenders of all time. £35 million they paid to take him from Valencia. And here's again Mustafi. Didn't make the Germany World Cup squad. And alongside Socrates in the heart of the Arsenal defence, but there are plenty of other options. Here's Nkunku. Into the penalty area, Nkunku, and Lannert able to hold on to his cross. Only had Weah in the middle. Difficult to pick him out from that position. More signs of encouragement for PSG, but here comes Aubameyang for Arsenal. And he's got Ozil free. Can he find Ozil? Yes, he can. 1-0 to the Gunners. Mesut Ozil smiling again. Simple goal in many ways. There was no cover on that side of the pitch. Ozil had the freedom of Singapore, and it was a pretty simple task for him to turn it in to make it Arsenal 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Mkhitaryan's pass only last Diarra back there for PSG, and he couldn't deal with both Aubameyang and Ozil. And as easy as you like, Mesut Ozil taps it in for 1-0. Well, plenty of time for Paris Saint-Germain to do something about this. Thomas Tuchel will learn a lot about his young players now in adversity. Guendouzi is fouled over on the far side, and Georgian concedes the free kick. Oh, look at this. Excellent play. Ozil then bumming himself, really. Well, Arsenal supporters watching this will be purring. Looking ahead to next season, it's going to be a strange experience for them. Arsene Wenger in charge for 22 years. And the Arsenal fans have never known any different. Taken quickly by Nsoki. Here's Rabiot. Space over on the far side if they can work it that way. And a day. And again. Oh, that's a sloppy one. Given straight to Aubameyang. And then Diarra with a necessary foul, really. Sort of foul that would probably have got him a yellow card in a competitive match. Still only 33, last Diarra. Seems to have been around forever. Arsenal could be in a game with Aubameyang. Just forced wide. Was he able to stop it going behind? He was. He just hurt himself there on the stretch. Rabiot. Guendouzi with the foul. This was the chance a moment ago. Played into that corridor of uncertainty between goalkeeper and defence. Nsoki. Nkunku. Nkunku again. Diarra gained the space right side. He didn't see it. He slipped a great ball through though, but the flag is up. Stanley Nsoki had started his run a fraction too soon. Or had he? Well, that should have been given as onside, I think, from the look of that replay. Here come Arsenal with Alex Iwobi. Overcomes the cross. Great chance for 2-0. Not sure whether Ozil fancied committing to that header. Guendouzi. Iwobi again. First time in from him. Ozil goes down. No penalty. Well, he seems certain. Certainly be worth another look if and when we get the chance. The referee's position wasn't great, but he was sure. Didn't even think about it before shaking his head no. Well, he didn't take much persuasion to hit the floor, did he? Wasn't a great angle there, really, but I think perhaps the referee did get it right. The exaggeration of the fall went against Ozil. Nsoki. Bissau, extremely inexperienced Logan Bissau, only 17 years old, only 4 appearances for the PSG B team. So only rubbing shoulders with the stars today. Guendouzi. Aubameyang, good hold-up play. Played off for Alex Iwobi. Aaron's touch wasn't great. He's had to go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Leno. And they're bedding in. It would appear as the new Arsenal #1, Petr Cech on the bench. I hope Leno that he's got Mustafi, who is German, and Sokratis, who's just played there, immediately in front of him. Aubameyang, good tackle, Diarra. Had to get that spot on, only had one go at it. Riemann. PSG searching for the equaliser after that Mesut Ozil goal 10 minutes ago. Nkunku gained the space right side. This time Nkunku spotted it. Wasn't a great ball. And Tafiki wasn't able to keep it in play. Mkhitaryan linking it well with Aubameyang early on here. Ozil. Mkhitaryan, good ball. Iwobi, is he going to go alone? Alex Iwobi, good save from Buffon. Just flicked it behind the post. And now the inquest starts as to why Iwobi went for the shot instead of the pass. I think he was right to do so. He really should have scored. Gianluigi Buffon, the 40-year-old, down to flick it behind for corner #3 for Arsenal at the midway point of the first half here in this International Champions Cup match in Singapore. Bellerin urged to shoot, so he did. Well, the pattern of the game has been pretty much as we expected. Arsenal with a much more experienced team out there. Aubameyang through the middle again here, but the flag has gone up. Shame, because it was a delightful finish from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Mkhitaryan offside. Guendouzi. Maybe the left of this front three just behind Aubameyang for Arsenal. Seen plenty of it in the last couple of minutes. Couldn't link up with Ozil there though. Good effort. Just wide of Leno's post. Again, it was Nasreddine Tufiki who had a go. He's come the closest of anyone in a white shirt so far tonight. Mkhitaryan. Good footwork from Guendouzi. Making his movement in the middle. Mkhitaryan it was, rather. This was too deep, though. $55,000 seats in this vast arena, and hardly a spare one to be had. Now then, Mustafi, is the referee going to decide that that was deliberate? He's not going to, by the looks of things, but of course that doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. He's beaten by the skill of Timothy Weah and put his arm around the head of the PSG player. Ball through the middle is a good one, or just too high, as it turned out for Tufiki. Elneny. It's a good ball forward from Guendouzi. Good touch from Aubameyang too. Can he finish? Aubameyang, good save, Buffon again. Keeping PSG in it at the moment. Arsenal should be out of sight. Iwobi and now Aubameyang missing fantastic chances. Or should we say, Gianluigi Buffon denying them goals with good saves. Iwobi. Guendouzi, been impressed with him so far. Trying to thread the needle and feed one through for Hector Bellerin. Pleased with what he's seen so far, the young man in the Arsenal hot seat. Paris Saint-Germain to 7 trophies in his 2 seasons, including the Trophée des Champions. Half an hour gone in Singapore, still that Ozil goal, the one which divides the teams, but Arsenal have missed 2 great chances to extend their advantage since then. Touch from Mkhitaryan to Ozil. Diarra took a risk. Maybe wouldn't have done that in a Ligue 1 game. Dropped his shoulder to get away from Aubameyang. Found Rabiot. Gained the spaces right side here for PSG. Weah and Nkunku trying to get into the middle. Oh, it's a poor cross. Well, found genuine goal-scoring opportunities hard to come by. Alex Georges needs to get his crossing a bit better than that if they're going to create any more. Rabiot. Nkunku. Here's Georges again. Decided not to cross that time. Now then, opportunity here. It's Weah! Leno beats it out. Danger not passed yet for Arsenal. It came from a really sloppy mistake. Well, just goes to show that 1-0 is a fragile lead. Arsenal almost the architects of their own downfall. Really powerful strike from Timothy Weah. Just too close to Bernd Leno. Weah looking for his 2nd goal of pre-season. And Soki. Can he get round Bellerin? Good defending from the Arsenal man. Got it back from Mkhitaryan. Guendouzi. First half minutes left. Entertaining game so far. As you can see, Arsenal just shading it in terms of the possession. Ozil. Guendouzi spreading one out wide left. Iwobi wasn't intended for him. Kolasinac. Bellerin. Here's Ozil, bit of space to work his magic. Oh, that put the curse on it, didn't it? Overhit pass, looking for Mkhitaryan. Space for Aubameyang though. Surely offside. Flag has gone up. PSG hit the equaliser before the break. Bernardet. And Nkunku did well under pressure. Cross deflected. Where? Clever effort. Unlucky. Mkhitaryan bullied out of possession by Adrien Rabiot. Good play. Here's Nkunku. Managed to hold on to it. And Soki. Well, the unknown factor, I suppose, of course, in this game and games of a similar nature is the amount of substitutions that we'll get in the second half, and whether that disrupts things. You'd think more so for Arsenal than for PSG. Arsenal's bench has 6 more players on it than the Paris one. Both teams just the one game in pre-season before today. PSG losing 3-1 to Bayern. As I mentioned earlier, in Austria last Saturday, Arsenal drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid. but then lost 3-1 in the penalty shootout. We will have penalties if it's a draw at 90 minutes in this game. Guendouzi. Again, excellent from Rabiot. I think that might have been a foul, actually, but the official from Singapore happy to let it go. But Rabiot's been really snapping into tackles in the heart of the PSG midfield. He's had an excellent first half. Here's Nsoki. Nkunku. Good dribbling from Nkunku. Oh, Nkunku! Well, that would have been an absolutely outstanding goal. He's ever so unlucky it wasn't an inch or two lower, because I don't think Leno would have kept it out. Terrific play from Christopher Nkunku. Everything but the goal. That's a good ball. Opportunity here for number 2 for Arsenal. Again, Buffon makes the save. This time Mkhitaryan denied. Well, if this were a competitive game, Unai Emery would be fuming that his team have been so wasteful with the opportunities they've had. Another really good one here. Straight at Buffon. Easy save for the Italian that time. Bellerin. Guendouzi. Now Bellerin took him in the face there in the challenge with Nsoki. Into 1 added minute at the end of the half. Really painful. Intent from Nsoki. Bellerin seems to be okay. if not particularly impressed with the challenge. Taken too quickly for the rather fussy referee's liking. Stabbed in by Ozil, beautifully flighted ball, and a free header for Shkodran Mustafi, which he puts wide. And that is the last act of a first half which Arsenal have dominated against this inexperienced PSG team. Mesut Ozil on 13 minutes with the only goal. There ought to have been a couple more at least. Buffon's made a couple of good saves and Arsenal have been wasteful. More to come from Singapore in 15 minutes time, but the score at half-time in the National Stadium is Arsenal 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Welcome back. back to Singapore, just about ready for the second half of this International Champions Cup match between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. It's the English side who lead by a goal to nil. Mesut Ozil with the decisive moment. On 13 minutes, Arsenal missing good chances though. As you can see, there have been changes, plenty of them. Ramsey, Martinez and Lacazette all on for the second half for Arsenal. Martinez, the goalkeeper. The other two I'm sure you'll be familiar with. I'll do my best to keep up with the substitutions as they happen, but it can be somewhat problematic to be right on top of it in pre-season. Anyway, Paris Saint-Germain know what they've got to do. They need to try and overturn this deficit. So Aubameyang is still out there. Lacazette is the point of the attack. Looks like it's Alex Iwobi, one of those who's gone off. The stadium announcer there confirming that Aaron Ramsey is on for Mohamed El Neni. Yeah, it is Iwobi who's gone off, so that Lacazette can come on and take his place. Changes for PSG as well, of course, but not quite yet by the looks of things. Alec Georgen only had a couple of chances to cross in the first half, couldn't really find the quality he was looking for on either occasion. Valuable minutes these for the players who are going to be around the first team next season, but you might say even more valuable for those who'll be with the B team, because they just want to make sure that Thomas Tuchel has them in their thoughts. So should the need ever arise to promote somebody, they will be in pole position to take that place. Georgen, again, he couldn't get his delivery right. Players still unavailable to Thomas Tuchel at this point in pre-season. Dani Alves injured, of course, but Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Thomas Meunier, Angel Di Maria, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe and Edinson Cavani, all still recovering from their World Cup exploits. It'll be a very different team which lines up against Caen in the first game of the season. Only two players, by the way, not back for Arsenal yet. Danny Welbeck, who barely kicked a ball for England, and Lucas Torreira, the new signing from Sampdoria, who was a big part of Uruguay's World Cup campaign. Georgen. There's Nkunku, a very good first half. Soki, Nkunku again. Rabiot. Tafiki and for Rabiot once more. Chance for a shot for Nkunku maybe. Rabiot driving through and he's won a free kick. Guendouzi not happy about it at all. And second, the first half, Rabiot was the standout player certainly for PSG. And showed his quality again there. Guendouzi annoyed at the referee's decision. Good chance here. The most physically dominating of Wolves to try and get the ball over. We're looking here, 23, 24 yards from goal maybe. And Nkunku looks like he fancies it. Oh, good save from Emiliano Martinez. Struck powerfully. Goalkeeper had to readjust slightly in flight. Aubameyang then fouled by Diarra. And it's going to be a yellow card for Lass Diarra. Just gone the other way, hadn't he, Martinez? So needed to stretch out that paw to divert the ball away from his goal. Luckily for him, there was nobody following up. Confirmation of the first booking of the game for Lass Diarra. Usually have to go some in pre-season to get a yellow card. Rabiot. 7 gone second half. Better from PSG. There's still no equaliser. Rabiot again. Ramsey with a little tug of the shirt, but the referee happy that he didn't cross the line. Georgian. All over the top looking for Weah. Flag stayed down here. Timothy Weah. Angle was always against him. He has won a corner though. The first of the night for PSG. And Arsenal just stood and watched and waited for an offside flag which was never raised. Nkunku to deliver. Oh, the cross goal by Rabiot. Rabiot again. Arsenal in action in this tournament again on Wednesday, by the way, when they play Chelsea in Dublin. Really tough start to the Premier League season for them. Open at home to Manchester City, then the next game is away at Chelsea. Aubameyang. Arsenal looking to secure things with the second goal. Guendouzi and Rabiot coming together again. That's been a constant theme of the game. This time, Rabiot the offender. Can Arsenal get a second goal to, you would think, secure the win? Ozil's free kick, Rabiot's header. And Bissot. Georgian down the line. We're looking to shake off Kolasinac. Oh, and Kolasinac has tripped him, and the referee says goal kick rather than penalty. Is he going to take some of his advice from his assistant, I wonder? He pointed for a goal kick immediately, but I think that the referee's assistant has said penalty. He has. And that was my first instinct too. Now let's have another look. Weah clearly too quick for Kolasinac. You can't quite tell whether there was contact from that angle. This one might tell us more. Yeah, I think he has caught him. Ball had long since gone. Silly challenge from Kolasinac to make, really. Thomas Tuchel absolutely livid. It's going to be Christopher Nkunku. For 1-1. Nkunku versus Martinez, he's buried it. Paris Saint-Germain back level. Christopher Nkunku celebrates a coolly converted penalty. And we're all square in Singapore. On the hour, Christopher Nkunku makes it Arsenal 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1. No saving that. Well, can Arsenal come again? By the way, if we do go to penalties, it'll be straight away at 90 minutes. The losing team still gets a point, the winning team gets 2 points. Charge down the line here from Weah. Looking to give Kolasinac a headache again. Weah's cross is a good one. Nkunku couldn't quite steer it in for his second goal though. Just the 5 substitutions coming up now. Unai Emery taking the opportunity to have a look at the squad that he's brought out with him pretty much in full. Mesut Ozil's evening amongst others. Aubameyang, Sokratis going off as well. A valuable hour under his belt for Mesut Ozil, the Arsenal goal scorer. Substitutions for Arsenal. Holding in Callum Chambers, then on into the Arsenal defence for Mustafi and Socrates. Eddie Nketiah also on, really interesting player. He swapped Chelsea for Arsenal's youth team, came on, made his debut in the League Cup, scored twice in about 10 minutes last season. Still waiting for a PSG change, by the way. Play from Nketiah there, just couldn't quite squeeze it through the gap. Emile Smith-Rowe has also come on. He wears number 55. It's his 18th birthday today. Scored a cracker against Atletico Madrid a couple of days ago. This is Reiss Nelson. Smith-Rowe with the cross, and it's in for 2-1. Just like that, Arsenal back in front. Alex Lacazette, the scorer, against familiar opposition for him. Only ever scored twice in 12 against PSG during his time in France. He's got a goal against them here. Arsenal back in front. Emile Smith-Rowe with an immediate impact off the bench. It was his cross, and Lacazette steered it in. Nice finish as well. Ended up with 17 goals in his first season. He'll be looking to go better than that this time round. And now PSG start to make changes. Christophe Bailly-Beck and Lo Celso, the two players coming on. The end of Adrien Rabiot's evening, and then Nkunku, the goal scorer, the other player to go off. Christophe Bailly-Beck ended up last season on loan at Utrecht in Holland. Midway point of the second half. Is there time? Well, there is time. Are PSG able to get themselves back into it? Oh, great opportunity for Aaron Ramsey to wrap it up. Sort of chance that he normally gobbles up. Smith Rowe looking lively again in the corner. Buffon got something on that, but it's going to be nodded in and turned in right on the goal line by Nketiah. But I think Lacazette will say that one was mine. Doesn't really matter. But Arsenal know that they are within touching distance of victory now. Lacazette at the double by the looks of things. Nketiah was right on the line. Who got the key touch? Lacazette down off the post. Well, they can dispute it between themselves. But it looks as though it's going to be Arsenal who are going to get the win here. Well, the man in the stadium on the PA system is giving it to Alex Lacazette, so we shall do the same. Quite the introduction for him into the game. And he came on at half-time, he's already scored twice. Here we go with another handful of substitutions. Gigi Buffon getting a great ovation as he makes his way off, and Sebastian Cibois, the 20-year-old, comes on to take his place. Moussa Sissoko, the next to enter, and Arthur Zagre. This young man here, only 16 years of age, is coming on. What a moment for him to play in front of 55,000 people. There'll be more Arsenal changes too before too long. Guendouzi going off. Well, a good first half, he's faded a bit since the second. Kolasinac also giving way. Willock and Maitland-Niles, the latest two to come on to off the Arsenal Academy production line. 2 goals in 11 minutes for Arsenal. Rather cruelly. Whoever's on graphics duty is saying it was a Diarra own goal and then Nketiah for the second. Lacazette won't be too happy about that. Opportunity here, maybe. It's the 16-year-old who was trying to spin and make something happen. Is that great? There he is again. Oh, what a shame he just got it caught up in his feet for a moment. Well, just a glimpse of why he's so highly thought of. Not going down without a fight here. We've got 13 minutes left to try and retrieve the situation, though. Weah. Opportunity again here for Timothy Weah. Bellerin got the block in, having been completely fooled by the bounce of the ball initially. Yep, more substitutions. That's the end of Weah's evening. He was impressive, and Diarra also going off. This is Alexandre Fressange. Signed his first pro deal this week, so an important week for him. And Costolacci, the other player to come on, a Moldovan-born French youth player. I think that will probably be it in terms of the PSG substitutions, because there's only one more to make, and that is Kevin Trapp, the goalkeeper. The sloppy passes around from the defence of Arsenal have put their team under undue pressure. It nearly happened again then. Mourinho's going to be one of those who will play the full 90. Here's Nketiah. Oh, he could have gone down then. Wants to score instead. Beaten away by Cibois. Another effort from distance. Oh, he's clearly keen to make an impression on the game, isn't he, Eddie Nketiah? Can't blame him for that. Well, it's all about using the exercise to its maximum benefit. Games like this, plenty for Thomas Tuchel to take from it, even though it's looking like it's going to end in defeat. Opportunity here for PSG, good footwork. And as has too often been the case, really, it's been the final action which has been lacking. Time from Fressangiou. In fairness to him, he's only just onto the pitch. Chambers across to Rob Holding. Arsenal looking to turn on the style here. Maitland-Niles cross. Ciboire got it away somehow. Arsenal could add a fourth here. Lacazette moves it on one more, and Ciboire saves with his feet. Reiss Nelson denied. Good ball, free header, looping and in. Brilliant header. 4-1. Rob Holding gets in on the fun for Arsenal. Well, it's not reflective of what's been a good PSG performance from this really young team. But they find themselves 3 goals behind now. Looping header, nothing Ciboire could do about it. And that should put the seal on the win, as if there was any doubt with just a couple of minutes left. Nketiah. PSG struggling to get it away a little bit here. Four added minutes seems a little excessive for a pre-season friendly. Is there going to be a fifth goal for Arsenal? PSG ready for the final whistle now. They're looking tired out there all of a sudden. Maybe they can get one back at the other end. Oh, it just struck Karen Chambers back there and he got a little lucky. Lacazette denied what might be a hat-trick, we don't know yet. Sure, he's going to tell us that those two goals were definitely his. Well, Arsenal didn't have things all their own way here, but it's going to turn out to be a pretty routine victory for them in the end. Mesut Ozil putting them 1-0 up in the first half as Lacazette looks for another. They missed some excellent chances to be, well, probably 3-0 up would have been a fair reflection in terms of the opportunities created in that first half, but they allowed PSG back into it with Nkunku's penalty on 60 minutes after Kolasinac had fouled Weah. But that just served to anger Arsenal. They were quickly back in front. Lacazette on 67 and then again on 71 with a little bit of help from Eddie Nketiah. And Rob Holding looping a header in on 88 to secure the victory as Arsenal prepare to take on Chelsea in their next pre-season game. Trophée des Champions next up, of course, for PSG. Here's Nketiah, wants a goal of his own, and he's got it. Beautifully rolled in. Well, he's been threatening that from the moment he came on, Eddie Nketiah. And Arsenal just put the cherry on top of the cake. A 5-star performance from Unai Emery's current team against his former Chargers. And there is absolutely no doubt now. In fact, that was the last kick of the game. The referees wrapped it up and said that's enough. Emphatic victory for Arsenal. Disappointment for Paris Saint-Germain. Their team was young and inexperienced. It's Arsenal who've won it by 5 goals to 1.